Over the years, I've learned that friendships are very delicate, and a delicate friendship can be destroyed with 11 simple words. It's crazy. Whenever I get really comfortable with a guy friend, I always have to ask him these 11 words, and the friendship always ends there for some reason. I don't know, I'll tell you the 11 words, and then you decide if I'm just choosing to hang out with shitty people, or if I'm just bad at having friends. Alright, here's the 11 words. Can you get me naked pictures of your mom and sister? My coworker requested some time off for a surgery they were getting, and I was curious, so I asked, "What's the surgery for?" It might be a little bit of an inappropriate question, but they were a friend, so I figured it was okay. And they replied with, "It's personal, I'd rather not say." That is a totally acceptable thing to say, and I respected their privacy. However, if you say something like that about your surgery, I'm just going to assume that something is wrong with your genitals and that you're going to have to get them chopped off. How do you chop off a girl's genitals, you might ask? Well, there's this thing called female circumcision. It hasn't caught on in America yet, but I guarantee it will, because it is beautiful. You know when a baby is done sucking on a boob, drinking its milk, and you look at it afterwards and it's got all this like white, milky, fluid saliva strands in between its lips and gums. It's all like, meh, meh, meh. Fucking gross, right? That's how I see vaginas. I hate getting older. Growing up sucks. It really does. My least favorite part about getting older is growing hair directly on my asshole. That is the worst part about being an adult. Seriously. And you know what? When I was younger, no one told me, not a single fucking person told me that, hey, when you grow up, you're gonna grow hair on your asshole. Like, thanks a lot. I would have appreciated the heads up. Like, hey, when you grow older, it's not just gonna be a little bit of peach fuzz. No, you are gonna grow a full-grown bush on your asshole, and you're going to need to shave it, or else wiping your butt is gonna become incredibly challenging. I hate ass hair. I really do. And so out of hatred, I decided to research it, to figure out why it was there. And I learned that hair is there on our body to hold on to natural pheromones. You know, like in your armpits, you get sweaty and smelly. That body odor creates natural pheromones. And so there's hair in your armpits to hold on to that pheromones. Same with your nutsack. It gets sweaty and smelly, and the hair is there to hold on to the natural body odor pheromones. But where did evolution get the idea that, you know what? Girls really like the smell of shit. So we're going to put hair in the asshole. That doesn't make any sense at all. Unless maybe back in the day, the old caveman ladies, they had some really fucked up gross fetishes, man. Or maybe girls are still really into the smell of shit. They've just done an excellent job of hiding that fact. I used to do online dating, and there was this girl I was talking to for a while, and on her online profile, she listed her body type as curvy. Well, I have a fun fact for you guys, for you ladies out there. Curvy means hourglass, or pear-shaped. Curvy does not mean potato. Do you know what I've always wondered about? Why do girls always shove vegetables inside their vaginas? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. You know, they sell dildos at the store. Just buy one of those. There's no need to ruin a good cucumber or carrot. You know, it doesn't make any sense to me. One time a girl sent me a naked picture, and I was thankful for that. But she sent me a naked picture of her vagina with a carrot inside of it. Fun fact, that carrot was in the ground, surrounded by dirt and worms, not too long ago. And now you put it in the most sensitive and fragile orifice on your body. That does not turn me on. That is very gross. I will never have sex with you because I know that you have a dirty vagina. The funny thing is that these girls who you see sticking vegetables in their vaginas, usually they are fat, obese, white trash, horrible people who just live on fast food. Like, all they eat is fast food garbage. And it's like, maybe instead of shoving that vegetable in your vagina, you should try putting it in your mouth. In a relationship, it's hard to tell when to say the L word. Love. It's especially hard for guys, because when do guys feel love? During blowjobs. That's right, exactly, during blowjobs. The thing is that saying I love you during a blowjob is the worst idea ever. And the reason why is because it can go one of two ways. First, as soon as you say I love you during a blowjob, they will stop sucking you. Already off to a bad start. Then, they will potentially start crying. That's not good either. And then it can go one of two ways from there. The first way is that they'll be super happy. They'll start making out with you with their penis lips. And start cuddling with you. Or, the second way is they'll get angry and leave. Either way, you're not getting the end of that blowjob. My mom died recently. My mom died recently, and ever since then, people have been coming up to me and saying, hey, if you need anyone to talk to, I'm always there for you. It's like, oh great, thanks. Another person to talk to, just what I needed. Ladies, if you really want to help me, how about you send me some nudes, or give me a sympathy blowjob? Something that will actually help. Because fun fact, talking about it doesn't make me feel any better. But a blowjob? Man, after that, all of a sudden I don't give a shit about my mom at all anymore. If I had a nickel for every time someone told me that they were there if I needed someone to talk to, I'd have enough money to afford a prostitute to give me a blowjob, which would be more effective than all of your talking combined. If I need someone to talk to about my mother's death, I'd rather talk to a bro. Because bros make it better. They make me laugh. If I go up to a bro and I'm like, hey man, my mom died the other day, they'd be like, oh, what's up, faggot? Your mom died? Sick burn, dude. My father passed away when I was very young, and my mom died recently. So I was on the phone with my aunt the other day, and she was like, wow, you don't have any parents anymore. Thank you for fucking reminding me that I'm an orphan child now. And unfortunately, my parents weren't rich, so I can't become Batman. What a shame. Reminding someone that they're an orphan is like going up to someone who recently lost their eyesight, and it's like, man, I'm sorry, you're never going to be able to see tits ever again. Or going up to a guy who recently lost his arms and like, man, masturbating's going to be real difficult now. I was at my mother's funeral the other day, checking out the ladies. People always say that weddings are the best place to get laid, but I fucking disagree with that. At a funeral, girls can't tell if it's tears or jizz on their face. Something about a funeral with an open casket dead body really turns me on in a they can't resist sort of way, if you know what I'm saying. So I was at my mom's funeral. Turns out my aunt is pretty hot. She is curvy as fuck. Her daughter, though, damn. She got a big ol' booty, some tiggle bitties, and blowjob lips like I ain't ever seen. Too bad she's only 15. I apologize to everyone in the crowd. It's impossible to say an incestuous pedophile joke like that without having a little bit of a southern drawl. You know what they say about girls. If they're under the square root of 324, just do them in your head. The thing about 15-year-old girls, though, is that they'll look at a 25-year-old man such as myself and they think to themselves, I want to know what it feels like to be with a real man. And you look at them square in the eyes and you think to yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth going to jail for? And that, my friends, is a mighty fine good question. You know those dreams that you have every now and then that just seem super real? Like when you wake up from them, you are just shocked by how different real life is. I had one of those dreams the other night, and man, it was intense. I dreamed that I wasn't a complete piece of shit. Oh man, was I surprised when I woke up. Believe it or not, my girlfriend is not a fan of my comedy. I know, crazy, right? I don't understand what she doesn't like about it. She says she doesn't like my jokes. She said she doesn't like my comedy because it just sounds like I hate everyone. Oh, man. That's hilarious. Fun fact, I do.